Hey folks, it's a crisp, clear morning here on the homestead. We're really getting some cold temperatures. The wind's coming out of the north west, and it's cold. I'm up here on the deck this morning, the porch, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but when I set up here, this is why we want to put the house right here. I've got a clear view of the White Mountains. Right out over there in the distance, that's the White Mountains. We've got all this skyline here, all these cedars. It's real pretty. I'm almost as high as our hill. Our hill over there's a little bit higher, but you can sit here and see the White Mountains, and there's some days that they look like they're just right there and you could reach out and touch them. I got to run down and unload some hay. I think I'm gonna turn the horses out today, just let them run around, get them out of there. This time of year, I really don't get to ride much. I got the dogs out for their morning run. They're running around, seeing what they can get into. With the sun shining, it's kind of deceptive. It is really cold. It got down in the teens last night, and the wind is just terrible today. I got to unload this load of hay. I parked it down here this week when I got it, just so I could feed off of it. And these horses, they're wasting a bunch of hay. I'm gonna turn them out, let them eat what the wind's blowed out of here, just let them run. But before I do that, the hay's got to be off this truck, or they'll just sit here and eat all of this. All three of them are just fat as bears. This is some really good hay. Shout out to Hatch Farms, Taylor, Arizona. They are phenomenal guys, really like them. They sell quality hay. Now, a lot of people, they ask me, and it's kind of a, I don't know, a question that people ask about homesteaders. Boy, he's moving a lot nicer. You know, why do you keep horses? The first answer I give is they're a tool. They're a specialty tool. When I need them, I use them, and we use them sometimes and we don't get to film. It's kind of in a hurry kind of thing. Other times we're able to get a little bit more video of them, and they're a specialty tool. Now, does the profit versus the cost, does that work out? Not really. But there's another side to it, and that is an emotional value. When I was growing up, the only thing I wanted was horses. I wanted to be a cowboy. I wanted to own horses, and I got to. I got to work on some ranches growing up. I got to really learn a lot of good horsemanship, and horses have been an integral part of my life. They're an integral part of my children's lives, and the emotional value is one that really can't be fathomed. You can't put a price on it. If it was just logical, if it was just about money, which a lot of people, you know, these days, they're having to pick and choose exactly what they spend their money on. To me, I have to make other sacrifices. There's a lot of things I would love to have, and not just needs. I mean, there's things that I want. But I sacrifice those things because the emotional value of me owning horses outweighs the cost of the sacrifice, if that makes any sense. There's always work to be done on a homestead. It doesn't really matter. And the more that we work off the homestead, the more work we have on the days that we take off, like today. But one of the things I really like about living this lifestyle is I pretty much get to create the lifestyle that I want. So much of our lives is a social construct. We tend to follow what everybody else does. Go to school, whether that's high school, college, get a job, buy a house, get married, have kids, go into debt. And all those things are pushed by society as normal. This type of lifestyle is abnormal to the rest of society, but I get to create what I want. I get to live how I want. You know, I don't have a lot of bills, but the bills I do have, I could shut them all off tomorrow and it wouldn't make one iota. It wouldn't change my life at all, the way that I live. There is a immeasurable freedom in living off grid, and you can make it as hard or as easy as you want to, and that's what I like about it. I can do my own thing. I can be my own person, and I am not constrained by the societal norms. Come on, girl. Come on, Ophelia. Come on, Delphine. Come on. Come on. Come on. Boy. Okay guys, got another little unboxing here to do. Got this in a few weeks ago. Grubterra got a hold of me and they wanted me to take and try out their product. These are black soldier fly larvae. I know you guys have probably seen like the mealworms at the big box stores. Grubterra, it's a real interesting company. They recycle and reuse produce that would otherwise end up in the landfill. for every pound, this is a pound of black soldier fly larvae. For every pound, they are upcycling 20 pounds of produce that would otherwise go to waste, end up in a landfill and not be usable to anybody. So pretty neat. I've got a promo code that I'll put somewhere down in here, and it'll be in the description too for this particular product. If you want to take and use it, it's great for fish, birds, your chickens, of course, is what I'm going to be feeding it to, reptiles. So it's not just particularly for chickens. A lot of people out there have iguanas and different types of reptiles, snakes. This soldier fly larva is a really reusable, recycled, upcycled product. And that's what I'm all about. Homesteaders is recycle and reuse. They're taking a product that would end up in a landfill and they're making something out of it. So I'll put the link in the description below. Go over and check them out, grubterra.com. We're going to go take and feed some to the chickens, see how they like them. All the chickens are back in the coop here. Camera shy, I guess. So I want you guys to check this out. These are black soldier fly larvae. They smell pretty good. They say they're not for human consumption. It doesn't take very many of them. Here they come. Come on, girls. I'll give some to Ophelia and Delphine. But that's just a little old handful. Didn't hardly use any of it. And you can see they're already hard at it. Really enjoying them. I'll throw some out here to Ophelia and Delphine. And these have really got a lot of protein, which is what, you know, chickens need in order to lay eggs. But during the winter, not so much eggs. It's just trying to stay warm using energy. 34% protein, 32% crude fat, 12% fiber, 1.5% calcium max, and about a 10% moisture. So these chickens are really liking these larvae. They're eating them up. So is Delphine and Ophelia over here. I'm going to feed a few handfuls of these to the chickens every day and supplement them on their layer. Like I say, right now they've about cut back on laying. We'll see if they actually lay some eggs this winter. But more than that, I'm more interested in just keeping these chickens healthy and keeping them warm in the wintertime. What are you guys doing, huh? Oh, big boy. You liking it? Huh? Here. Here. There you go. Oh, yeah. I'm going to keep these down here. Got a resealable package, which keeps them fresh. They don't dry out anymore. Keep this down here in the feed barrel and treat these chickens to some Grubterra. Go over to grubterra.com, get you some. What are you doing? Come running up here. Cash, Duke, come on. All right, folks, another day here on the homestead. We went and got water in the tank that you seen me load earlier. It was actually yesterday. And we picked up this little guy, old Facebook Marketplace. Somebody was needing a home for a little Nigerian dwarf. He's about a 9-month-old Billy, and he's butting everything at their house, the kids, the dogs, everybody. So we took him, we told him we'd take him, and ain't no telling what we'll do with him. Might break him to harness, might take him, break him to pack. I don't know. We'll see what we do with him. We had a La Mancha female that we picked up. Somebody was needing a home for, and we actually found a home for it. Moved it along. If we can help somebody out, it worked out real good for them. Worked out real good for us. So I'm gonna get this guy unloaded. I think I'm gonna put him over here in the hog lot. I think it'll work out real good for him. He's a butter, and I don't want him butting our meat sheep over here that we're going to butcher later this year. So I think this is the best place for him, and I got to clean this out a little bit, throw him in here, and get him some hay and some water. Come on, big boy. He's a little bit old fella. But he sure is stinky. Woo! He's stinky. He likes to taste everything too. But he may need deworming. We don't know much about him. They say he's about 9 months old, and he's a pistol. I'll tell you that. He'll butt the fence. He'll butt you. He'll butt a lot of things. We got him unloaded. Now I've got to go get this water unloaded and get ready for another week. We are working on a project. I've got to go sharpen some chains for the chainsaw, mix a little chainsaw gas, and get some things loaded up so that we can be ready bright and early to take off and go work tomorrow. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave y'all right here. Remember, if you don't know which way to go in this old world, commit your ways unto the Lord. Trust also in him. He'll bring it to pass. We'll see you later.